Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my monthly update for Pan in Every Palette. This project was created by my friend Lady Pans a Lot over on Instagram. I'm going to have everybody that is participating listed down below. If you are participating in this project and I have forgotten your name, please let me know so I can add you in. I do forget people here and there. There's people that jump in and I didn't get the memo, so please let me know if you are doing this project as well, and I will add your name to the list down below so that we could all follow each other and support each other and all of that good stuff. As the name of this project would suggest, the whole point is to try and hit a pan in every palette that we own. This project started back in, well, for me it started back in November of 2018. It might have started even earlier for some people, but not by much. It started around the fall of 2018, and some people have already hit a pan in every one of their palettes. Not me. I have not hit a pan in every one of my palettes yet. I still have a long way to go. I'm really enjoying this project though. I like the concept of it and I'm having a lot of fun. So far I have 2 notches in my belt. Yeah, which is a start. I do not have any new pans for this month's update, but I am really happy to be able to tell you guys that I was able to use the 4 palettes that I'm working on much more consistently throughout the month of January, and I'm really happy about that. I'm just really happy that I've been able to use these palettes more this past month, and it's been really nice. I've been having fun. I am using 3 out of the 4 palettes on my eyes today. This is a look I've been doing for the last, I don't know, for the last week or so. And yeah, I'm having fun. So let me show you what the palettes look like today and how many times I used them in the last month. Unfortunately, poor Pat McGrath is still getting the shaft. I wish I was using this palette more often, but I only used this once in the past month. The shade I'm trying to hit pan on is this one right here. It is a beautiful shade. Unfortunately, I spent 3/4 of the month of January working on my Baby Panette palette, and there are 2 purples in that palette. And although neither of them look exactly like this, when I finally decided to take a break from my Baby Panette palette, I did not want to wear a different purple on those days. So I did wear this once, but only once in the month of January. The next palette that I used throughout the month was my e.l.f. Aqua Beauty palette. This is in the shade Cool Mist, and it is a 6-pan palette. The shade that I'm trying to hit pan on is this one right here. As you could probably tell, this is a very spongy, soft, creamy formula, very reminiscent of ColourPop Super Shock Shadows as far as texture. And this is the one I'm trying to hit pan on. I used it 6 times in the past month, which is way more usage than I had on this during any other single month since it rolled into the project. I was consistently pairing this one with this one. I talked about it every month. I put this one on and then I layer a little bit of this on top of it. But in the last month, I only used this one 3 times, and I started layering this lighter green on top of it, and I've been using this white one as an inner corner highlight. So I've actually been getting a lot of use out of this palette overall in the past month. I've even used this one time. I don't think I used the blue at all. I don't think I used this blue at all. But I have been exploring more of this palette over the past month, and I've been enjoying it. Unfortunately, I'm having a lot of troubles with creasing with this palette. Let me know if any of you guys have had this palette in the past and have had similar problems. Every single day, my eyeshadow does eventually crease when I use this palette, and I think it's because of these shadows. That's too bad because the colors are lovely, the formula is lovely. I like everything about it, but I don't like the fact that my eyeshadow is creasing before the end of the day. So that's unfortunate. I am going to keep working on this though, and hopefully I'll hit pan. Well, I don't know. I think I could do it within the next month. The dip here is huge. We'll see. My next most used palette is my Natasha De Nonna Green Brown palette. The eyeshadow that I'm focusing in on is this one right here called Moonstone. This guy right there. I used that shadow 8 times in the past month. This has kind of become my go-to brow bone highlight in January. Bless you. I have no idea if the camera will pick up on how gorgeous this is as a brow bone highlight, but it is stunning. If you like a shimmery brow bone highlight, if you like a brow bone highlight that's not necessarily matte, this is amazing. I don't like a matte highlight. I will do a matte highlight, but it's not my preferred. I prefer a highlight with a little bit of shine and shimmer that catches the light. And this does that so beautifully. So this has kind of become an everyday staple in my routine, and I apply it first before I apply anything else to my brow bone. I guess there's a little dip there, but I still have a long way to go before I hit pan on this, which is good. I'm going to be able to keep enjoying this for much longer. All right, the last palette I'm going to talk about is the one that I had the most progress with throughout the month of January. That is my ColourPop Element of Surprise palette. The shade I'm trying to focus on is a beautiful transition shade, and I used it 17 times in the past month, so more than half the times I did makeup, I used it. Here it is, right there. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Here it is, right here. Oh my goodness. So there's a pretty solid dip going on in there. I think if I use it 17 more times in the next month, I will have pan. And I think I'm going to do that. I think this is just going to be my everyday transition shade until I hit pan, because it's a lovely shade. I love it. I love the tone of it. I have nothing bad to say about this shadow, so I'm going to just keep using it every single day until I hit pan. While doing this project last year, I was really enjoying combining the 4 shadows from each of the 4 palettes into a combined look, and seeing what combinations I could create with the 4 shadows from the 4 palettes. I really enjoyed doing that, and I'm still enjoying doing that, but this year in particular, I realized that I want to challenge myself to do one day for each palette where I just focus in on that palette completely. So, for example, in the Element of Surprise, I would incorporate this shadow obviously into my look, but I would create a whole look with this palette rather than ignoring the other 11 shades in this palette. I want to create a look with this entire palette, or mostly, basically, I just want to give myself the opportunity to explore the other shades in the palettes, not just the one I'm trying to hit pan on. I used this shadow one time during the month of January, and it was amazing. It was so amazing, and I'd never used this shadow before. So I realized, you know, it would be kind of nice to use some of these other shadows at least one day during the month and create a look with just these eyeshadows. I don't know if I could create a look with these eyeshadows alone in this palette. Maybe I could, but I would definitely like to explore some of these other shades besides the one I'm trying to hit pan on, at least one day a month. And same thing for my Green Brown palette from Natasha De Nonna. I do feel like I did that a lot with the e.l.f. palette in the past month. I feel like I did explore some of the other shadows in that palette, but the other 3, I don't feel like I've really done that, and they've been in the project for so long. There are so many shadows in this palette that I've never used even once, and I would like to change that. So that's going to be a new goal of mine within this project, is to not only hit pan on the one shade in the palette, but explore some of the other shades in the palette while it's in the project. I think that would be nice. So I'll keep you posted on that one next month and let you know if I was able to do that at all. Of course, I am still doing a pan that palette. I am still doing other projects where I need to focus in on those shadows. So it's a juggling act, but it's fun and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time this month, so that's good. That's it for this update, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.